Welcome to the Catch and Cook cabin. Today we're going to make some jalapeno poppers out of venison. We're using ground venison. Use whatever protein you like. Recently my good friend Mark came down to the cabin and brought some fresh venison, so that's what we're using today. We're also going to be using the charcoal grill. I don't care how you cook these. The temperature doesn't really matter. I've smoked these before. I've cooked them in the oven when it was raining and snowing outside. Today we're going to do a Vortex style on the charcoal grill. First, we're going to brown our meat. Please tell me I made it in the pan. Nice. I'm using 1 pound of ground venison. Use 1 pound of whatever protein you're using. When it's done browning, turn it off, but leave it over your heat source. Then add 2 tablespoons of your favorite barbecue seasoning. I'm using Holy Voodoo by Meat Church. I rarely measure out, but 2 tablespoons worth. If you're using a real fatty ground beef or something, you might want to drain it a little bit. Venison is very low in fat, so I did not drain this at all. You're just going to incorporate your seasoning. Then add an 8-ounce block of cream cheese. Because your pan's still hot, that'll melt right in. If your pan's not so hot, turn on your heat source again. Melt that cream cheese. Now we're going to add 2 cups of Sharp Cheddar. I shredded mine myself, but you don't have to. Get in there. Your cheddar doesn't need to melt in there. You just need to mix it all up together. Then you give it a little taste test. Yep, all the way good. Now at this point, you can add more seasoning if you want, but I actually added a little more off camera because I think I shied the 2 tablespoons. That's perfect. Let's cut up some jalapenos. I already have them rinsed off over here in the sink. If you're gonna make poppers, get the big ones. I mean, that one's gotta be 10 inches. I do suggest wearing gloves because you don't want to be going pee-pee later and burning Mr. Winky. Give him a little haircut and then fillet them right down the middle. All the heat in your spicy peppers are in the veins and in the seeds. So if you don't like spicy, I don't know why you're making jalapeno poppers, but I like to take half of the veins and seeds out, and the other half of them, I strip them right into my mixture. So I'll throw the vein in there and all the seeds from half of my jalapenos. I just use my gloved finger and just scrape the veins and the seeds right in there, just like that. And that's what mine usually looks like. That's half the veins and half the seeds out of the jalapenos. Now we're just going to mix all that up in there. You got to get the spice throughout. You need about 8 jalapenos for this. Sliced in half is 16. Usually a pack of bacon is somewhere around 16 slices. I use regular bacon. I don't use thick cut for this because sometimes the thick cut takes a little time to cook, and that's all we're going to do from here is make these and cook the bacon, more or less. So you grab your boat, you grab a bunch of your mixture, put that in your boat, as big or as little as you want. And then you grab a bacon, and all you're going to do is lightly wrap that around there. I say lightly because if you wrap it too tight, when your bacon cooks, it'll squeeze it and all your mixture will come flying out. Pan them up. And that is the most important step in this, to loosely wrap your bacon. The 8 jalapenos turned into 16 jalapeno poppers. We had 16 slices of bacon. Before we throw them on the grill, hit them with your seasoning. Oh yeah, right over the top. Nice little sprinkle. I'd say our coals are hot. This is the Vortex. We're gonna fill this with our coals. Make sure she's centered. I threw a few extra coals on top to fill it up. Then we're just gonna place these all the way around here, and then the air is going to come up through that, hit the kettle, and make this vortex. So it's almost like a convection oven for your charcoal grill. Once they're all evenly spaced, we're going to add a few chunks of hickory right there in the middle for some extra flavor. We're going to cover it, keep the bottom wide open, and I have one of these sides open. This grill has 2 vents up top. I only have 1 open. And then every 5 minutes, I'm going to rotate that a quarter of a turn. And I'm not even going to look at it until we make it all the way around in 20 minutes. If you're going to do this in your oven, 375 for 20 minutes, you can, rotate it halfway. But all you're doing now is cooking the bacon. Once the bacon's to your liking, take them off and let them cool. Smoking good. It's been 5 minutes. Quarter turn. Not looking at it. It's been another 5 minutes. And yes, you guessed it, we're going to rotate. It smells amazing out here. Quarter turn. We're in night mode. Last turn. 5 more minutes. 5 minutes after, how about a facial? Oh. Oh my. Oh me, oh my. They look perfect. Absolutely perfect. Like I said earlier, at this point, you're cooking your bacon to your preference. If you want to send them to hell, send them to hell. I'm going to plate these up. Hopefully we don't have any squirters. Oh, it's soft. Bang. And there you have it. Venison Jalapeno Poppers, cooked in the Vortex charcoal grill, catch and cook cabin style. We got to give them a taste. I'm excited because this is my first meal today. Let's eat. Thick boy. Oh, I'm going to make animal noises. It's perfect. The bacon's cooked. It's hard to get bacon when it's wrapped in something crispy unless you send it to hell. But the jalapenos still have a little crisp to them, just a little bit. And that's exactly how I want them to come out. You know what this tastes like? It tastes like another. That deserves a bush. But there you have it. Venison Jalapeno Poppers, catch and cook cabin style. It's spicy. I like it. It's got the perfect amount of spice. Obviously, you could drizzle a little ranch on them or dip in them ranch. That's a meal in itself right there. I'm going to take this to the face. I want to thank you guys for watching. Stop talking about doing stuff. Start doing stuff so you can talk about it later. And God bless.